Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bryn Smith, whose record is 2-0 with a 2.95 ERA. And pitching for the Yankees today is Roger Slagle, whose record is 3-0 with a 2.20 ERA. And yes, we got our asses kicked yesterday. A horrible loss to the worst team in baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays. We lost 7-0. We were never in it. Jim Clancy threw a complete game shutout, as you might expect. And it was so bad that our player of the game was actually a middle reliever. That's the best we had to offer yesterday. So we leave Detroit on that note, and we have a day off. So I've already advanced. Everyone is rested. There was no new transactions of any note. And we head to New York City to face the New York Yankees. And I'm actually kind of excited for this series. This is a true test of how good our team is because the Yankees are right behind us at 14-7. And we swept them on the road, if you take a look here, in the first series of the season. So we know we match up well with them at home, but how do we fare on the road? So we're going to tackle the Yankees here and see how well we do. Let's go ahead and get this game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. If you're new to the channel, we do this almost every single day. This is our third season in replay, starting with 1980, and we also have the robot race during all home games. So we're not going to have another robot race until we get back in May against the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's take a look at the bullpen. Everyone is available today, thanks to Cappy going 3 1/3 innings yesterday. So good job by him. It looks like the Yankees are currently batting .500 against Bryn Smith. Only 14 play appearances. Still, maybe not a good sign. Now, what I didn't do yesterday, and I should have done, is I probably should have put Bryn Smith in there to back up Jerry Uger, as I've done before, with the day off, and that way I could have went to Jack Morris today, but I didn't. I don't want to skip Bryn Smith. He is pitching well, and we'll see if he can handle the Yankees today. Here is our lineup today. A little bit of a different lineup. We have Bobby Ramos catching. We'll give Parrish a day off, and John Mayberry will be in there for Reggie Jackson. Reggie took an offer yesterday, as did most Tigers, but my current rule is every time either Reggie or John Mayberry go an offer, I switch them out for the next game. So there's our lineup for today. It's a little bit different. We're going to give it the official rundown right here as we flip over to the season stats. And batting leadoff, playing center field, is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup at first base is Greg Brock. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth in right field is Andre Dawson. Batting seventh at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting eighth and DHing today is John Mayberry. And batting ninth and catching is Bobby Ramos. On the mound for the Yankees is Roger Slagle. He was the Rookie of the Year in 1980. Went 16-10 in that first Sim season. Pretty solid. Came back last season and did all right during the strike-shortened season. He went 10-9 with that 3.73 ERA and 3-0 so far this season. How did he do against us the first time? He took a no decision. He went a full 9 innings, a complete game. No, that went into extra innings, so that wouldn't have counted as a complete game. And he got a no decision, but of course they lost that game. That was game 2 of the season. So Opponents are betting 193 against them, and there's the 2 complete games otherwise. So a pretty dependable starter for the Yankees. As you take a look at the Yankees' defensive alignment here, there's a couple Gold Glovers in this lineup. As you know, Hassey won it last year, and Mazzilli won it in 1979 on the Mets. Okay, so here's Rickey Henderson leading off, and hopefully we can get a good start here to this game. Oh, there we go! Rickey Henderson, a deep drive to left field, and plants it right out there in the bleachers for his 3rd home run of the year. That's a 1-0 lead for Detroit. You can't do much better than that type of start. Next up is Sweet Lou, and Lou flies out to center field. Mazzilli makes the play, 1 down. Mickey Hatcher up next, still crushing it this year as he grounds out to short. His average is down to 378 now. And Greg Brock, first time in the cleanup role this season, strikes out. Oh, the pressure's getting to him early. So we get a run on the board on the solo shot from Henderson to go to the bottom of the 1st. Here is the Yankees lineup rundown for today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Willie Randolph. Batting second in left field is Don Reynolds. Batting third at first base is Don Mattingly. Batting cleanup and DHing today is Dennis Werth. Batting fifth and catching is Ron Hassey. Batting sixth in right field is Claudel Washington. Batting seventh at third base is Joe Lefebvre. Batting eighth in center field is Lee Mazzilli. And batting ninth at shortstop is Brian Doyle. Here's Bryn Smith. He's making his third start of the season. That 2-0 record, 2.95 ERA. 10 Ks in 18 innings pitched, but even better, only one walk thus far. But he's been getting rocked. Opponents are betting 346 against him, so it's not indicative of his ERA or his control. He's definitely giving up a lot of hits and no complete games. A couple wild pitches in there already too. Wow. Fastball tops out around 89 miles an hour. The palm ball, unusual primary pitch, follows that up with a fastball and slider that are below average and a couple junk pitches in there. A curveball and sinker. Maybe throw people off a little bit. So, okay, let's take a look here at the Tigers' defensive alignment. We have Whitaker at second and Henderson in center field, Gold Glove winners, and you see Ramos getting the start behind the plate today. Willie Randolph will lead off the bottom of the first. Here we go. Randolph, ground ball to first. There's one down. Next up is Don Reynolds, Harold Reynolds' older brother, if you did not know, and he shoots it on a line right at the 385 sign, and the game is tied up just like that. Second home run of the season for Don Reynolds. It's all tied at 1. What I didn't do before this game is I didn't remember to show you the stadium effects for the Yankees. So this is the first time we're playing in Yankee Stadium this season, and I like to show everybody and remind myself what the effects are and what we might be able to expect offensively, or perhaps is the park more of a pitcher's park. So we'll do that tomorrow before tomorrow's game as Mattingly grounds out to first. And with 2 down, Dennis Werth strikes out, average at 155 for a cleanup hitter. Not great. So we go to the top of the second, all tied at 1, and Gibby coming out of his cold streak with a base hit to left. Do we want to go for 2? 80% chance and a terrible arm, and he's already right there. I got to say yes. And Gibson is safe. There we go. We got to be aggressive against the Yankees as they are right on our heels. Let's hit to the right side with Dawson. Dawson has been terrible. So at the very least, let's hope Dawson can move over Gibson. There's a ground ball to first. That should do it. And the Yankees aren't messing around. They're pulling the infield in against Trammell. So all we want Trammell to do is lift it to the outfield, preferably to Don Reynolds. Let's take a sac fly, take the lead back. That'll get it done. Right center field, pretty deep, 345 feet. Gibby tags up, and it's 2-1 Detroit. So playing a little small ball, getting it done. So 2 down, here's John Mayberry. Rips a base hit into right field. I think I mentioned this in the first series, but John Mayberry was actually the first baseman for the Yankees in 1982. So Mayberry on first with the base hit, and then the lowly Bobby Ramos, now batting .053. He is the third out of the inning, and we go to the bottom of the second. Tigers get the lead back. It's 2-1. Leading off, we have Ron Hassey, last year's MVP of the American League, and Smith walks him. So Hassey on first for Claudel Washington, who was the MVP of the National League in the 1980 season. He was on the Mets at that time. Here he strikes out, second K for Bryn Smith. So 1 down for Joe Lefebvre. I forgot to mention that he was a Gold Glover, Joe Lefebvre, last season, as he pops out to the first base foul line. 2 down now for Lee Mazzilli, and Mazzilli slaps it to left for a base hit. That's the second hit, I'm sorry. Second hit for the Yankees today. And the number 9 hitter, Brian Doyle, he always kicks our ass. And he walks here. So Bryn Smith is not looking so hot. Bases are loaded for Willie Randolph. We had a grand slam against us last series with Paul Dade hitting a granny. Oh man, we got so lucky. That was ball 4, and Randolph took a cut at it and hit a line drive to left. And the fans are not happy with that. We go to the top of the third, 2-1 Detroit with Rickey Henderson leading off. Henderson only 2 for 15 against Slagle with that home run now, and a line drive to right. There's 1 out. Next up, Sweet Lou. Lou maybe dumping it into left center field. It's going to carry deep enough for Reynolds to make the catch. It's going to leave it up to Mickey Hatcher. And a weak ground ball to short. Hatcher 0 for 2 on the day. Maybe it's time to give Hatcher a day off. We go to the bottom of the third with Don Reynolds. 2 for 2 against Smith. Make it 3 for 3. He has a solo shot and that base hit up the middle. Don Reynolds, pretty good speed, 89. So maybe running on Bobby Ramos. I don't think Ramos has thrown anybody out this season. Oh, that's even worse. Mattingly shoots it in the left center field gap for an RBI double, and the game is tied at 2. The Yankees are not going to go easily this series, as they did opening up in Detroit. And then Smith walks Werth, his third walk of the day. We need to turn 2 here. Ground ball to short. This could be 2. Nicely done by Trammell. 6-4-3 double play. Mattingly advances to third. With 2 down, runner on third, Claudel Washington steps in and he nubs it. A little nubber. Right back to Smith, and he tosses him out. So we go to the top of the fourth. Yankees even it up at 2. And we have Greg, Brock, Gibby, and Hawk due up. We need to come up with a nickname for Greg Brock. I'll listen to any ideas if you want to put them in the comments. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. What rhymes with Brock? Lock? That's about it. Gibby, another opportunity at a double. Do we dare? Double dare. Yeah. Oh, no. Come on. I mean, really, we should have known that was the likely outcome. trying our chances a second time at anything. But Gibby's hustling, we're not going to blame him for that. So 2 down now for Dawson. And Dawson walks. Okay, so we get the runner back. Now Dawson, I don't think he has any stolen base. He does have 1 stolen base so far this year. What is his percentage to steal second? 71%. You're saying there's a chance. We're going to take it. We're gonna put the pressure on with Trammell at the plate and a curveball, a changeup, I guess, 78 miles an hour. That was good enough for Dawson to steal second. So Dawson in scoring position with his 2nd stolen base on the season. And then Trammell can't even take the bat off his shoulder. That's a bummer. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-all. Joe Lefebvre, Lee Mazzilli, Brian Doyle due up 7, 8, and 9. And Lefebvre pulls it for a home run, and the game is untied just like that. Okay, so 3-2, Yankees. We need to do some heavy lifting here and hit some more home runs of our own. Mazzilli grounds out to second. There's 1 out. Next up, Brian Doyle. Doyle gets jammed. Sends it down to third. Hatcher makes the play, but he had his first 2 errors of the season in that 7-0 loss to Toronto. Everything went wrong that day. Trammell made an error too, no surprise there, as Randolph grounds out to first. So the Yankees take the lead on the home run by Joe Lefebvre. We go to the top of the 5th with John Mayberry leading off. Mayberry had a base hit his first time through, batting .353 versus right-handers. That's usable. Mayberry walks. So he's on base both plate appearances. We need Ramos to do anything. I mean, should we sacrifice bunt? He's just slightly below average bunter. He's not a contact hitter. Not really going to strike out, though. We're going to let him swing away. Maybe he'll take a walk. Oh, nope. Oh, bloop it into right center field. That's going to fall in for a hit. There we go, Bobby Ramos. Do we run on Mazzilli? We do not. We're not going to do that. Mazzilli is a Gold Glover. Doesn't have a great arm in this game, but we've learned our lesson. So 1st and 2nd for Rickey Henderson. Okay. We're going to let him swing away. Is that regrettable? Fly ball to the left. No, we're not taking it. I'm not going to do that with the big daddy there on second base. All right, now we need something here from Whitaker. Anything but a double play. There we go. Base hit to right. That should tie it up. Mayberry, are we going to send him? Yes, we are. Let's go, big boy. Scores. There we go. All tied at 3. Good hustle by John Mayberry. RBI single for Whitaker. Ties up the game. Ramos is on second base. And here is our clutch hitter, Mickey Hatcher. He's got a grand salami and seems to come through in almost every opportunity. Not this time. Grounds into the double play, 4-6-1. Why was the first baseman why was the pitcher covering first base on that? I don't know. But that'll get him out of the inning. So a bummer there for Hatcher. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Don Reynolds is up. Reynolds 3 for 3 against Bryn Smith. I'd say just go ahead and drill him. But we'll take the out. Fly out to right. There's 1 down. Next up is Don Mattingly. Had an RBI double earlier in the game. Here he hits a ground ball to Hatcher, and Hatcher boots it. Who is this guy now? It is retreating to the means now with Hatcher. 0 for 3 today and his 3rd error in 2 games. Will it come back to haunt us? Dennis Werth is up next, and of course Smith walks him. 4 walks and 2 strikeouts for Bryn Smith at 68 pitches. With the MVP up, 3 lefties in a row. Gotta let him pitch out of it. Ground ball up the middle. Trammell snags it, and he turns a double play. Nicely done. Gets himself out of the jam. Do we bring him out for the 6th inning, though, with all these lefties due up? Something to think about. And so we go back to the top of the 6th here with Brock, Gibby, and Dawson. 2 lefties and a righty. Base hit up the middle for Brock. Runner on first, and we know this is a hit and run time. Stay out of the double play with Brock, who's not exactly slow, but below average. Gibby hits a ground ball to second. Brock moves to second base. And a chance for Dawson here to give us the lead. Oh, man, he was so far in front of that pitch. Threw nothing but change-ups. And Dawson, Hall of Famer, down to 209. Speaking of Hall of Famers in the 200 club. Oh, Trammell. Back-to-back Hall of Famers just totally biff it. We go to the bottom of the 6th. I really think that's all we can expect from Smith. 5 hits, 4 walks. Keeping him out there is a disservice to the rest of the team. So we're going to bring in Cappy, who pitched those 3 innings in the last game, but we had a day off, so he's good to go. We'll take a look at Capizzello real quick. He's our long reliever out of the pen. He's a lefty. In his 3rd appearance, gave up 1 run. That was in the last appearance. 4 1/3 innings now. 0 walks, 4 Ks. Opponents are batting .278. How are lefties doing? Lefties are faring worse, as they should, against Cappy. So, Claudel Washington will lead off the bottom of the 6th. Capizzello induces a pop-up to Trammell. Catches it on the outfield grass, 1 down. Next up is Joe Lefebvre. He got a dong earlier in the game. Oh, did it fall in? It did fall in. How does Henderson let that drop? Perfectly placed bloop single for Lefebvre. Runner on first. Leave Mazzilli up. He's going to turn around and bat right-handed. Cappy gets Mazzilli to pop it up. And it comes down to Brian Doyle. He's only, 1 for 5 and 2 walks against Cappy. And a ground ball to Hatcher. What's going to happen with Hatcher? There we go. So, Capizzello does his job. We go to the top of the 7th. All tied at 3. John Mayberry will lead off. Ground ball to first. Let's flip over to the in-game stats. I forgot to do that. Mayberry had that hit and the walk, and now he's grounds out. The player of the game so far, I mean, is it Henderson for the leadoff home run? Is it Gibby for having 2 hits? Tough call. Ramos is up now. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Goes the other way. Ground ball to first, and Mattingly scoops it for the 2nd out. And we're back to Rickey Henderson. We need a big hit here to untie this game for us, as Henderson sends it to the warning track. 363 feet. It's actually 430 feet there in left center field. So that wasn't the warning track. That had no chance of going out. That's why I would imagine left-handers probably hit more home runs here, right? I'm sure that's how it was in real life. So we're going to take out Capizzello. We're going to bring in a right-hander. We're starting to overdo our right-handers. I think we're going to bring in Kerrigan. And then we're thinking Rucker and then Weaver here in the 7, 8, and 9 innings. So take a look at Kerrigan. We know he's a sidearmer. His 13th appearance. This is as many appearances as he had all last year. 1-0, 1.64 ERA, 7 walks. That's not good. 10 Ks though. Opponents are batting .231 against him. So he's been wild. And we got the leadoff man. We've got Reynolds and then Mattingly. Here's Willie Randolph, and he walks him. Yeah, that's exactly what we did not want to happen. Let's come back and get Reynolds here, or at least turn 2. There we go. Pitch way outside. Look at that. Sidearm curve, 70 miles an hour. Never had a shot. Now we're going to guard the lines against the lefty Mattingly. And then we'll have him face Werth if we don't get a double play here. Well, that I did not expect. Stolen base from Randolph. Probably smart to be stealing on a sidearmer. So that means we're going to intentionally walk Don Mattingly, take the bat right out of his hands. We're going to go after the 155 hitter, Dennis Werth. Now, knowing our luck, this is going to go badly. Oh, come on! Oh, so it wasn't even a wild pitch. It was a double steal. And Randolph was caught stealing third. Mattingly goes to second. And it's, what's the count? A 1-0. It doesn't say anything here, but you can see it right there. That was unexpected. I still a little caught off guard by that. But we'll take it. We'll take the second out however we can get it. Now we have a slow base runner, and we have a hitter who can't hit. Let's see if Kerrigan can go after him. Yes, there we go. Werth pops it into the outfield, left center field. And the play is made by Henderson. So we get out of that jam. Yankees run themselves right out of that. We'll take it. So it's all tied at 3. We have Sweet Lou, Hatcher, and Brock due up. And Whitaker leads off with a base hit into center field. We're not going for 2. But we do have the ideal hit-and-run guy. This is the best hit-and-run hitter on the team. And we trust Whitaker on the base pass. Oh, he nubs it back to Slagle. Yeah, this is just not Hatcher's game. He was due for a bad one. I guess 2 in a row now. So Whitaker is on second base for Greg Brock. We need a big hit here. Brock strikes out, swings right over it. 5 Ks for Roger Slagle. And it's going to leave it up to Gibby. 5 for 10 with a home run against Slagle, and Slagle strikes out Gibson. All right, the battle of attrition. We're going to take out Kerrigan. And we're going to bring in Dave Rucker. This is exactly lining up the way we wanted to. So Rucker's going to face these next group of lefties, and then we'll bring in Weaver in the 9th. And then we'll play it at, pitch batter by batter at that point. 13th game for Rucker. 3-1 in the season. Has not given up an earned run. He's given up 1 run overall. 8 Ks, 6 walks. He's gotten a little wild lately. Opponents are only batting 140 against him. Let's take a look at the splits. Righties are batting .077, and lefties have 4 hits against them. They're batting .235. I like our odds here. Here's Ron Hassey. Ground ball to Brock at first. Brock steps on the bag, 1 down. Next up is Claudel Washington. Claudell's 1 for 1 in his career against Rucker. Washington lines it to right, and Dawson makes the play. It's going to leave it up to Joe Lefebvre. Now, he's 0 for 1 against Rucker, but this season, he's batting .667, and I think he's got a home run against lefties, so maybe not a gimme. Ground ball to Whitaker, and Whitaker tosses him out. We're going to the 9th, folks. This is it for the Tigers. I can feel it. We're going to put a run on the board. Roger Slagle had 103 pitches. He could probably go about 115. So this might be the end for him either way. Dawson strikes out again. 1 down. Trammell up next. Trammell slaps a base hit into right. And we have Trammell on first. Now, do we go for stolen base? Do we? I'm going to say no. But I am going to take out Mayberry. And I'm going to bring in Glenn Wilson. We're taking the vet out for the rookie. The rookie's got better contact by 16 points. Oh, they're bringing in Goose. That's interesting. Okay, so the Goose is loose on the mound. 9th appearance, he's 1-1 with a 4.91 ERA. Didn't we rock him in the first series? Yeah, we did. We got 2 home runs against him in the 3rd game of the season. He pitched 2 innings of no run ball in the 2nd game of the season. So, okay, well, we're going to hit and run. That was the plan. We're going to stick to it. Try to get Trammell to second, or at least get everybody moving. Oh, no, that couldn't have gone any worse. Trammell caught stealing as Wilson could not make contact. And that might do it right there. Oh, and Nubber gets past the shortstop. And Wilson is on base. We cannot do anything right. Okay, so you know what that means. I'm not really using good managerial strategy at the moment, but we're going to take out Ramos. We're going to bring in Reggie, and then we're going to honor our day off to Parrish and put Castillo at catcher. That's why we have 3 catchers, so we can do things like this. And we know Reggie loves to face his Yankee foes. Here we go. 2 down, runner on first for Reginald. Reggie, base hit to right field. Don't call him Veggie Jackson anymore. He's hot again. First and third, and all we need now is for Rickey to be Rickey. Rickey be Rickey. Oh, fly ball over the head of the shortstop, and it's caught by the left fielder, Reynolds. So we leave 2 runners stranded. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We need to bring in a catcher. The catcher is going to be Marty. It's a Marty party behind the plate. And okay, we're going to take out Rucker. Slightly risky move, bringing in Weaver. He has been reliable. Only giving up 1 run in 9 2/3 innings. He took a loss in that game, though. 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Opponents are only batting 118 against him, and I believe lefties, the same. Lefties and righties are both not doing so hot, although they are getting on base with those walks. So let's have some control. Everybody else defensively solid? Yes. Okay, here we go. So here's Lee Mazzilli, bottom of the 9th. Leading off, and a base hit. That's not good, folks. Runner on first. Will he try to steal? Oh, no, maybe a sacrifice bunt, though. So we're going to bring the corners in. Ryan Doyle is laying down the bunt. Good call. Ground ball back to Weaver. And Weaver scoops it and throws it to first. That was the only play that could be made. So now Mazzilli is on second. We're going to intentionally walk Willie Randolph. I've seen a lot of this type of strategy in the extra innings where you start off with a runner on second base. I mean, it just makes sense. It doesn't guarantee you anything, but we'll try to turn 2 here. We're going to pull the outfield in case try to prevent something from falling in, and if it does, maybe we can go home and get Mazzilli. 1 down, first and second. Here's Don Reynolds, game on the line. Ground ball to first, that could be 2. Oh, come on. Trammell couldn't pivot quick enough to get it back to first. And now we've got Don Mattingly up. Donnie baseball, first and third, 2 outs. Batting .325 against Weaver, against right-handers. And I think we got to leave him in there. He is the closer. This is what he's supposed to. We could walk him to get to the 155 hitter. Well, I'm overthinking it. We're just going to pitch it. Oh, I didn't think about it enough. It's a base hit to right. And that's the ball game. Oh, son of a fart. We lose that one 4-3. We lost 2 in a row. I could have brought in a lefty to face Mattingly. I could have walked him to get to the righty. He was only batting 155. I thought maybe I was overthinking it, but I also didn't calculate that my brain wasn't even operating at minimum capacity. So we take the loss, and Yankees scooch to a half game behind us, breathing on our necks. Kansas City maintains a 2.5 game lead over the Angels. Take a look at transactions. Oh, that's too bad. Tom Brookins strained his knee. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. Suck it, Tom. And we're going to put the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Like and or subscribe. We are 2 packs of 1982 Fleer baseball cards. They got shipped today. So we're going to open those before a game coming up. I don't know what day they're going to be here. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to look at the 1982 Fleer cards that I despise so much. And kind of celebrate our 1982 season. And we're going to be looking for the Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card, which is worth like $40, ungraded. So maybe we can get a pack fresh one. Player of the game, I have no idea. God, everybody was so mediocre. Let's go ahead and give it to Rickey Henderson with the home run. I mean, this is hard. I really don't think he deserves it. But I'm going to give it to Rickey unless somebody else can talk me out of it. We're going to give it to Henderson. Dawson did get a stolen base. Trammell was caught stealing on the missed hit and run. So many opportunities for us to get the lead, but we just couldn't manage it. Roger Weaver takes the loss. Not necessarily his fault. Goose Gossage gets a little revenge. He goes to 2-1. So that's going to do it, folks. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.